Hello friends, Celeste here again with another video to show you of my latest creation. This is using Heartfelt Creations Delightful Daffodil, but it's also using the Burst of Spring, which had the dimensional daffodils in it, because the Delightful Daffodil is really more of a flat collection like this little thing here. So just to get started, you can see I wrapped the collection in one of the flat, and do not ask me how that pink got on there, in the front and in the back. Very simple. And to give credit where credit is due, I saw a little video on YouTube that Shelley Geigel made, and it was a little folio, and for some reason I decided that I would try to copy that folio, but I got a little carried away, and what I ended up doing was really sort of mimicking one of these, which is the Heartfelt Creations 8x8 album, and which I absolutely love these. So if you don't want to go to all the trouble that I went through, you might start off just by getting one of their Insta albums and then fill it up from there. So these are obviously made from the Springtime Collection daffodils. These are actually, for some reason, I have a lot of trouble, and I will show you. I have over here, this is my hyacinth using the hyacinth flowers. Do you see? It's just a little different, and it's got the 6 petals, which is true to what the hyacinths have. And here's one where I've actually got the little stamen in, or center in it, but I just have trouble. So I actually like to make my hyacinths with the smallest one, this one here, of the Perfect Posies. It just works out better for me, and I stab a little stamen in there, glue them on, yada yada. And then these centers for this daffodil, they come in 2 different sorts. You just go to the bridal selection, and sometimes I like the gold. I guess at Christmas time that would be good, but I use these white ones here. So that's what I use, and I trim them down. I usually end up cutting off like the last little bead or something, but I have a lot of fun with these, and I used to use these when I did cake decorating a lot for filling. This is just a chipboard pre-made thing that I picked up at a craft store somewhere, I'm not sure. And of course we have an organza ribbon. So now this is not one of those real easy, I'm just going to open you. No, Celeste used lots of very good magnets. And so there's the inside. Such a pretty little spray. So you can see here, used the same paper. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you the things that I used here. So this little round part here is actually this one here of this window frame die. And then of course this spray came from the collection. And this one here is one of the ornate ovals that came out. And of course I forgot to grab that particular one, but you'll recognize it and you can pick it up at Heartfelt Creations. So this just flip-flops out, and I'm just gonna start this way. Some of these, you know, the paper is just so darn beautiful. I didn't bother to back all my photo mats, but I wanted this on white because of the paper, which I guess is why I didn't go with the Insta album to begin with. But I just made a little pocket here, and see, I could put a photo on these easily. So that's there, and then let me pull this out a little bit farther so you can see. And you'll see the Insta album elements. This one is a spray that I actually hand watercolored. And this goes this way. And I think I might use some of the cute little elements from the paper, the stamps and dies, once I get my photos on here, because this is 8.5 by 8.5. And of course, so that makes this about, let's see if I can figure out how my ruler works. So that's 4 inches by 8 inches. So you can easily get 2 nice photos in here. And then you could maybe like separate it with a teeny tiny little flower, not this one, a flat one, which is what was so nice about the Delightful Daffodil, is that it has a lot of cute elements in it that are not dimensional. So that's this one. And then I'm just going to slide this over here. So the center panel, and a little bow here. So I like to use, oops, sorry about the movement. I like to use actual lace. So this is just junk I have in my stash, left over from some dress I made for one of my daughters probably. Again, I didn't bother to back these because the back was plain anyways. This one, another die. I'm the die cutting queen, let me tell you. This is from the Petite Pockets, and I kind of did this a little bit different. Instead of just taking the, let me see if I can find that die. Instead of just taking the white and stamping it and cutting it out of white, what I did is I cut a colored piece from the cardstock, and then I traced around the outside of this to give the backing and just fussy cut it out. So I've done this a couple times, and fits just nice. This one is my favorite. This is just my absolute favorite. And I will be putting my photos on the back here, just so you know, because I'm one of those people who has trouble cutting into this paper, and I'm certainly not going to be covering it up. Then this flops out this way. Just a cute little tag. Maybe I'll put some notes here about who I'm including in my photo, which I'll put on this one. Again, I use that same die from the Petite Pockets, and then this is just a trim from the paper collection. I love those little trims that they give. They're just so nice for just adding that little finishing touch, aren't they? So let me just slide this in here for you. And this is a generic die, and I'm sorry, it literally is generic. I probably got it off of someplace that didn't even have a name, but it's my favorite. And I used the 110 pound or whatever that heavy crafting paper is that we use to make flowers out of, because it could be kind of flimsy, right? This element here I just cut out of the paper because I had some left over and I didn't want to toss it. And then this lifts up, and you can put a photo here, big photo here. Obviously you can put photo on this blank page too. And folding back again, you can put a photo here. And there's no magnet in this part at all. Then this is using, oh, you'll recognize it. It's another Heartfelt Creations. Obviously, this is one of the die cuts, and this is paper, not something I watercolored. This cute little die came from this. Like I said, I am the die cutting queen. I love my die cuts. This came from a Christmas collection about a year and a half ago, maybe. These are the hyacinths I was talking about that I might use to put on the inside of this just to decorate the middle. And so this flaps this way. Again, this is using from those cute side trim that they have in the collection. I just put these in to decorate. I actually didn't even have the whole daffodil because I'd cut it off for something. So I can put a picture here. This is a different pocket for me. I usually put my pockets with white on the edge, but I figure you could see it anyways. And this is from one of the little cutout cards. And then I used the lace from the Sweetheart Borders to wrap it with. I put a long piece down here. And again, beautiful paper. I mean, which side do you put the photo on? I'm not sure. Put a photo here. That will be a really pretty background for a photo. Sorry, let me just stuff that in there again. This goes this way, and even these little tags, perfect. Another place. This is probably a Martha Stewart punch, and now that I look at it, I'm like, ugh, why did I use this? Why did I not use the Sweetheart Borders for this? But it's done. Another bit of lace here. Again, photo. Two big pictures can go here. And then I'm going to just slide this over, and I'll show you the middle section here. And this was very fun, and this is where you'll say, oh, I've seen the way this lays out. This is just like the Heartfelt Creations Insta pockets. So kind of goes like this, and then like that. So this has these Insta pockets. This is my favorite from the Regal Pocket Accents. This is my favorite of all the pockets for the petite pockets and dies that went with the smaller Insta albums. And this I did a little bit different. You can put your photo here, but I slipped these in here at the bottom. Kind of sneaky, huh? And I did back these because I put these little tag toppers on them, and I just want to put them in together so I don't wrinkle anything. Getting it in there. There we are. Actually goes in fairly easy, but I don't think I'd put a photo on them. I think I'll just do some writing. Here's that one that I used to wrap that one thing over here with. Just a photo mat. Come on, ribbon, out of my way. And then this photo mat, some lace again. Isn't this just the prettiest paper you've ever seen? I tell you right off, I ordered it, and I turned right around and I ordered another one. I still have probably most of a pack left, even after making this. Fine, I'll put that in later. Even after making this Insta album. Then let's see here. These are just some fun things. I think these are spellbinders, but you know, spellbinders, I'm pretty sure that used to be Heartfelt Creations, so I feel no guilt. So this one, this is what I did again too. I used the die to cut it out, and then I kind of cut it out again to get the background from the paper underneath here. Another little photo mat, and then a large picture here, using these as photo mats, because I just can't cover that up. Can't. Right there, a large photo place. Then we fold this back up again. Let's move it along as we go. And then this, again, I did tell you I was the die queen. There's this one here that I made here this way. And so what I did is the part that's just got the frame here, I'll pull this out and I'll show you. This I put down to cut out the colored paper, and then I used the decorative thing just in white, and that's how I made my pocket. And then these lovely tags or photo mats. Again, one of these cute things from the border edges that they made. This right here, obviously 8x8, but I don't think I'll be covering those up. I'll probably put a small picture here. Some fabric lace, and then this one, for those of you who are new to Heartfelt Creations, this is from this one, and I used this, cut out my paper. Actually, frankly, this was leftover stuff, and I just trimmed it down so that I could fit this on it just so. I matted it on the back, and I put a little bit of extra glue, and I made sure to cut this out of the 110 pound or whatever weight we use for the fancy flowers that we make, just to give it the strength. And then, like I said, it just folds all back together, and there you go. So I hope you liked it. I certainly enjoyed making it. Had just the most wonderful time, and unlike some of my albums, I can almost hardly wait to put photos in it. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Have a good day.